Next is May. Harness abundance this May. What do you think of when you hear the word abundance? It's everywhere, from the lush trees providing oxygen for breath to the fertile soil that nourishes you with its fruits. Do you graciously receive what the earth abundantly gives? I ask you to switch on to an abundant mindset by being grateful for the resources you are given and using them responsibly. Trust in the process and give back to the earth with the faith that it will provide everything you need and help you create the life of your dreams. This May, show your appreciation. Gratitude attracts abundance. Using your 5 senses, learn how to value what is right in front of you by stopping to appreciate your surroundings. That's it! We hope this was helpful, and let's all harness!
"15 years ago, after experiencing my biggest failure, I realized despite having a confident personality, I was driven to follow goals that were not true to my heart. Looking at my past successes at that time, I realized one of my tools was a planner that helped me balance my life. I learned that it was important to really connect with yourself deeply and purposely create and design a life you love. So I designed the pages of the BDJ Power Planner to ground my day-to-day schedule with my vision of myself. I realized that women struggle with multiple roles they play, the various responsibilities, and being able to balance all that with their dreams. Beldager Power Planner is all about reclaiming your power, the power of choice to live the life you deserve. It inspires the balance of dreaming amidst responsibilities. BDJ has served as a best friend that journeys with you through your ups and downs, witnessing your heartbreaks and successes, but through it all, celebrates your self-discovery journey in living to the fullest and empowering you to create a life you love.
I guess having this journal makes me look forward to the next year, and just opening the pages inspired me to do better and to focus more on my work and to cultivate my craft and to just be a better person in general.
BDJ has helped me to become more organized, especially when I was in my teen years, because it's the time where you form habits, and it definitely helped me a lot in terms of organization and being more put together.
Having a BDJ Power Planner is like having a companion, a friend in me. I love how it's specially designed to help women bring out the best in themselves. This planner helped me a lot to cope up with my anxiety and depression due to this pandemic.
In the next 15 years, we envision BDJ and Viviamo to move millions of people globally to create lives they love by connecting to, expressing, and actualizing their joy. We believe joy is the peace and clarity of being anchored on purpose. We hope to fire up dreaming bigger, connecting deeper to self, and truly committing to working on the life they deserve. We hope that we become the seed that grows in the hearts of millions that will help them awaken their power to create the life they love.
Hi, good evening, everyone. It's the first Wednesday of the month. So it's 555, and today we had lots of exciting activities starting 10 a.m. this morning. So if you weren't able to catch us, why is 555 special? Because 5 in numerology is the number for creation. So syempre, we did not want to miss this because if you saw like our OBB earlier about our 15th anniversary, our vision, our mission as a company is we want to make sure you are able to create a life you love, a life full of joy. So good evening, everyone. Good evening, Bellas. I hope you are still with us. We're so excited for our speaker for tonight. It's our first Wednesday of the month. So it's Game Plan. It's the one wherein I host and I bring you guys one of our guests that will help us plan and create the lives that we love. A life full of love and joy. So before I introduce our speaker, please share in our chat box or in our message where you're watching us from. We see different people. There's someone, Erica in Cavite. We also see Bernice watching from QC. Tapos si B, Bubuyog, Bundok ng Davao. Welcome, welcome. And of course, M is watching us all the way in Pasig. So hello, everyone. Please do say hi. So we want to be able to interact with you tonight, okay? So today, I hope, before I forget, baka makalimutan ko to. Before we really introduce our tonight's guest, I would like to remind you to go sign up in go.bdj studio. Sign up. There's the link. This is very important. Bakit? Because so you can win prizes from us. So every Wednesday, whenever we do our FB lives, you do have to go to go.bdj.studio/sign up because we're giving away prizes. And for tonight, we're giving away one copy of our manifestation book authored by our speaker today. It's entitled A Simple Guide to Getting What You Want. So it's very important to sign up at go.bdjstudio/sign up and comment your takeaway. Kasi syempre, BDJ Studio, we call this the learning series because we want to make sure that our Bellas, everyone watching us today, will have some takeaway with our speaker and our conversations. And we hope that you guys can be part of our conversation. So without further ado, our guest for tonight is very, very humble. In fact, he did not even want to highlight his credentials. So, but I hope he will forgive me for mentioning them because so that people will realize the magic that we have in our speaker for tonight. Winston Lim, or Coach Wins, is the managing director of Abenson, and he has been working in the family business for almost the entirety of his career. But in the recent years, his love for developing, empowering, and serving people had led him to become a life coach. And he gives talks and workshops under his Light in Me platform. So we met Coach Wins in different circles, and we've attended a lot of his workshops. And guys, if you need a simple guide to manifest the life of your dreams, this is it. We have Coach Wins here, and get ready for your questions. And of course, don't forget, you can buy his book in crazyaboutpaper.com. So without further ado, let us welcome Coach Wins. Hello,
Hi,
Coach Wins.
hi, good evening. Happy 555. I'm so happy you're
Happy
celebrating
555.
Day of Creation.
Yeah, creation, diba? 5 is creation. So parang we're excited to be able to encourage people at this time to create and like just create the life they want, start up their passions, diba? So Coach Wins, kamusta ka naman?
Yeah, it's been good. Yeah, it's been good. I think, but this year, yeah, I came out with my book thanks to the help of support of BDJ. Yeah, so that's a manifestation. But truly, it's like gives you an opportunity to help and get the message. I get this message of manifestation and empowering your life, even at this time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very important actually to more than ever that even during this trying times that we practice the power of manifestation. Coach Wins, para makarelate yung mga people to you and to us right now, parang one of the things that you shared with us during the introduction was that you called yourself first a father, a businessman, and a journeyer. What does it mean to be a journeyer?
Oh, to be a journeyer, like okay, I could never imagine that I would be here talking about manifestation. Because when I was a kid, I was that shy kid who couldn't go in front of class and talk. Yeah. And a businessman, I'm very introvert, I'm very in my mind, very mental. So I don't know, the universe journey took me to this place where I don't know. So now I just continue to trust the universe and bring me to whatever next journey, yeah, it brings me. But then that
Yeah.
whole journey has been very joyful, very happy, more purposeful. As you preach, it's about passion and purpose.
Yes. Sobrang important ngayong journey eh. Actually, sometimes we need a reminder that the journey is very much more important than the destination. Kasi yung nangyari sa pandemic, di ba, parang may goals tayo. So dapat may destination. And then we're so fixated with the destination. And now the journey was like, I don't know, nagkaroon tayo ng detour or something, right? So it is very nice na parang you use the word journey. So I hope Bella's, that's really a one great takeaway. So there's this question, since we're talking about the manifestation book, do you wanna share with us first, Coach Wins, how and why or why and how did your manifestation journey start?
Okay. And I would say it's my manifestation journey baliktad eh. Or like the introduction of my book, baliktad. It's like I started my journey when I had it all. Diba? We were in a family business. It was growing. I had a good family. I had good health. I was married. I had kids. But then I was saying, why am I not happy? I'm supposed to be happy. I have all these things, right? So then I started to look for, because of that, then that's when I started looking for, I'm supposed to be happy, I have all these things, all these material things, everything anybody wanted, but why was I not happy? So yeah, that's where my manifestation journey started. Na, okay, yeah, then led me to this one, looking inside, into the light in me, empowering myself, opening not only my mind, but my heart and talking to the universe. That's how it starts. So,
Nice.
baliktad. So take it from someone who's been there, has had everything, but was still not happy because the journey, as we said, of manifestation was different. Was very different.
Actually, you're right eh, na parang it's not a common story to hear in terms of the manifestation journey do. Na parang medyo reverse engineered.
Reverse
So,
engineering.
yeah. But ang galing nga, kasi parang it's very important. I think it's important for people to know and realize that if they don't siguro do the journey in the right mindset, when they achieve their destination, they won't be happy. Kailangan mo
Yes,
rin nilang mag-reverse engineer.
yeah.
That's
Or
what
they'll
happened
still
to
want
you.
more. They'll still want more and more and more, but it never stops. Eh.
Correct. So it's very important that you're in the right mindset and the right space as you go through your journey, regardless of where you are in your journey. Just so parang when you reach, or parang you just really just enjoy your journey and the destination na wala namang problem.
And that's so great. That's why
Okay.
you're doing this on 555, di ba? 555, even in 2021, there's really it's you can start a new journey. You can start a new journey anytime.
Correct, correct. So, ito naman, we have a question. But before I go to this next question, everyone watching us today, please please feel free to ask questions in the chat. So, we'll be taking in some questions as we move along, but I'll just field in some of these questions.
Yeah.
Sorry, may delay daw ako ng konti. I hope you guys, I am not exactly sure what's going on. But, the show must go on, so tuloy lang tayo. And I hope everyone is enjoying this conversation with Coach Wins. So, Coach Wins, ito, what life experiences paved the way for you to not just believe? Kasi you could have stopped in believing, right?
Right.
You've decided to teach these things.
Yes. And the way I did it, guys, like okay, I learned a lot. So because of that journey, I read a lot of books, but I didn't get it. But I got it mentally, but I couldn't get it. Pala, when that light bulb turned on, that I talk about allowing, I talk about the law of allowing, not attraction. When that turned on, then I started to believe. Now it's just, yun lang pala. It's an internal journey, not external. Okay? And not
Yes.
external. So that's why I started to teach it. And one way I wanted to teach it because you can read all these books. You can read all these books on manifestation, diba? And a lot of them is Western and all of them are correct. But they start talking about frequency, vibration, alignment, ang dami-dami. And then because of that, I didn't understand it. But pala, ang simple lang. Ang simple lang pala. It's about internal, and maybe as we talk about it, that's why the book, we try to make it as simple as possible and very fit, very hiyang to how Filipinos or how Asians or how we can manifest. And I tell you, magaling tayo mag-manifest because we're natural at it. We just know how to do it. We'll just have to know how to do it versus someone who read all the Western, which is good for them. That's very mental. That talks about a lot of science and research.
Correct.
We don't even need that to be able to manifest.
Yeah, because one of the things I learned about you, Coach Wins, is manifesting. Part of manifesting is being able to feel.
Yes. It's about feeling.
So, iba yung feeling. And that's why tayo, in our culture, Asians and more so Filipinos, we're actually very good in feeling. So, tama nga. Parang very important. Guys, do share questions below. May comment si M na sabi niya, nice that you consider yourself still journeying, Coach Wins, even if you have it all. And I think that's also important, Coach Wins. I've been reading also about us, we need to be able to go into this space wherein we believe that we deserve to have it all.
Yes. And the universe is supporting you to have it all. That's why I wanted to teach it so that people don't have to read the 100 books and try to interpret
Correct.
it sa simpleng salita, ganun siya. And it's really about feeling. We started that. I call it nga my sunsilk example in class, di ba? Na I want to teach you na hiyang sa Filipino. Hiyang sa Filipino,
Yes.
not something Western na hindi naman bagay sa atin.
Okay. Oo nga eh. Tama naman. Kasi parang, I think with the way the Western is doing it, it makes us feel like parang it's inconsistent with our religion. And we're, di ba, mostly Catholic. We grew up, most of us grew up Catholic and we're still Catholic. And then they feel, yung parang the way they're teaching it, it's as if conflicting yung beliefs, di ba? Pero sa totoo, hindi naman, right?
And I think that's one way you want to teach it. Yeah, it's one way you want to relay it. It's really just like manifestation. It's really just the law of nature. It's the law of the universe, law of nature lang. Nothing against.
Correct.
Doesn't go against religion. Actually, it really sometimes reinforces a lot of the concepts we already know and learn in religion.
Correct. So let's talk about manifestation, Coach Wins. since parang generally people think when we're talking about manifestation, parang it's new agey. There's even this term called woo. So what do you think? What is your concept of manifestation?
For the concept of manifestation, yeah, that's what I said. I realized, like after reading all these books, it's so confusing. Ang hirap, di ba? Actually, it's very simple. I would call manifestation is really the law of nature. You just follow the law of nature. And that's why naging complicated because we wanted to make it complicated where it's so, so simple. I always say, di ba, a kid knows, even a kid will know how to manifest. And they already manifest. Whether you believe it or not, you already do it. It's really the law of nature. What you plant is what you sow. Diba? So the example we give, diba, if you plant an apple, you'll get an apple. But if you plant a lemon, you'll never get the apple you want. It's really just following the law of nature.
Correct. Oo nga, actually, since you mentioned kids, sinasabi ko nga sa kids ko, sabi ko, you have to dream, you have to think that we're gonna go to the beach. So parang sabi ko, let's manifest this, let's try to like really just imagine so that we can sort of uplift the energy kasi diba, yun nga, right now, we're in lockdown. I think today they extended also the MECQ, or I'm not so sure. I'll double check. Baka mamaya mali yung information ko, ma-fake news ako. But I saw some Viber conversations about MECQ again. So I hope things are getting better, definitely. But I guess we're not yet there. So we need to be able to appreciate and be positive and still be proactive in our waiting, right?
Yeah. So the concept of manifestation is really like I talk about it as the law of nature. What you plant is what you reap. Or sometimes I even talk about it, diba? Like manifestation is how to wish, how to get your wishes from the universe. That's another way. The same lang. And how to plant that seed so that the universe understands you. Whatever way you want to understand it. Yeah. Or easier for you.
Okay. There's a nice question related to this from M. Parang, what was the indication to you that, ayan, nakaka-manifest na ako?
The indication to me was that, okay, and this is a manifestation na the feeling matches what I experience or the things that are given to me. Nagmamatch siya. So like, okay, so a very prime example. When I'm worried about something, before I was a worrywart negosyo, di ba? You worry about this, you worry about that, you worry about a lot of things. Tapos nakakatotoo, di ba? May mga incident and all these things. Now, but let's say my personal life, let's say I'm very relaxed, very chill. I'm just anticipating what yung something joyful. So then something comes. I don't know, something comes to surprise me. Ganun lang. So I know I'm manifesting when my feeling matches what I want. Whether sometimes my feeling is fear, then I manifest fear. Oh no, that means I should change that. Or if I'm relaxed, happy, joyful, then something just comes. So
correct. Ano talaga eh. Yeah, that's why I guess it's so natural for us to be manifestors kasi our feelings are so strong.
yes.
But at the same time, siguro, since nasanay tayo na to not be intentional with our feelings, hindi natin siya nagagamit in terms of manifesting talaga.
Intentional, yeah. Intentional and aware of the feelings. Most of the time we're aware.
Awareness, yeah.
Yeah, but you're right. It's intentional. Yeah. How you want to
Correct.
feel. It's really, your control.
In control, yes. I like this, diba, parang with great power comes great responsibility. So, Coach Wins, meron akong parang ni-reverse siya na with great responsibility comes great power. So, when you own up to your responsibility or that you're parang acknowledge that you have the power or that you have empowerment, you actually get more power because of it.
If you want, there's a lot of I'll add that since you mentioned that. You know the golden rule, diba? The golden rule. Do unto others as you want them to do unto you. Diba? Okay. Ako, binaliktad ko lang. In manifestation, you can do it the other way, diba? Like what you mentioned, that do unto yourself what you want others to do unto you. So you do unto
Correct.
yourself first.
Correct.
Na
Correct.
when you have the power first, then you can get the responsibility. You have the ano,
Yeah.
first you do up to yourself first.
Mm-hmm.
Then the others, the
I
universe will do unto you.
Yeah, the do unto yourself what you want others to do unto you. That's very much right. Kasi parang, I guess that's why we also encourage the practice of self-love. When
Yes.
you want to be loved, you actually need to emanate love. Na
Yeah.
parang, because you love yourself so much, na people get, na parang, no, that's the energy. Pag lalapit ako kay Dar, pag lalapit ako kay Coach Wins, there's just the energy of love. Kaya, ila-love ka din nila. Ganun yung mangyayari. Yun yung side effect kasi madadala din sila sa energy. So, very nice. Sobrang insightful, Coach Wins. Coach Wins, ito, baka semi-personal question for you. Who is this manifestation journey for?
The manifestation is for everyone. Actually, the manifestation journey is for everyone. Whether you know it or not, you're actually doing it. You're actually doing it already. That's why minsan di mo alam bakit this happens or that happens.
Mm-mm.
Minsan gusto mo, minsan ayaw mo. But you're actually doing it. So here, we just create the awareness. Uy, kaya, here you create that awareness why it's happening to you. And some people get that through the talks, through the book. They say, ay, kaya pala nangyayari to. They will get that awareness.
Correct,
But
correct.
because you're already doing it, you're already doing it. You, your kids, someone else. Diba it's easy for us nga to see other people, kaya nagkasakit siya kasi palagi siyang stressed eh. But you see other
Correct,
people, but
correct.
sometimes you try to
Yes.
see yourself eh. Yun.
Mm-hmm.
But it's for everyone. It's for everyone.
Sabi ni B, ni B, bubuyog. Paano kung hindi mo mahanap yung journey mo sa self mo?
Okay. And I think usually people can, but because sometimes it's very, diba, that's why it's a self-journey. Minsan maingay sa labas. You have COVID, you have everything happening. What it's pushing us or gently encouraging us, uy, go into yourself, go into yourself. Mahanap mo yan. Mahanap mo yan yung journey inside mo. But it's really to quiet the mind. It's really to quiet the mind. More and more, quiet the mind. Go to nature, meditate, pray. But you really have that journey, yes, starts with going to yourself, and it's really quieting the mind. And not to be
Correct, correct.
distracted by outside.
Yeah. So, B, parang, I guess the journey is really something you have to journey. And it's really about being able to talk to yourself, quiet the mind, maybe even journal, and see like where it leads you. Ako just really take this first step to write down all your fears and
Right.
all uncertainties, 'di ba? Kasi usually coming from that statement, I guess, parang madami kang hindi sure, madaming uncertainty, madaming volatility, madaming challenges. I think it's important lang to be able to write it down, and I guess that's the beginning of your path to journeying. I think Coach Wins, yun din. Meron talaga tayong also, would you agree that we also put this pressure on ourselves na dapat parang pag first effort mo nagawa mo na kaagad or successful ka na kaagad?
Yes,
What do
I
you
think
think
that pressure,
about that?
yeah, the pressure, the expectation is really there. That pressure is always there because who pressures us? Tayo lang naman eh. Tayo lang naman. So the suggestions nga in the books and the talks is really try it on something small. Try it on something na hindi ka mape-pressure. Oo.
Correct, correct. Oo.
Fried chicken, milk tea, yun lang. Try mo yung mind
Milk
first. Wala
tea.
namang pressure.
Yes.
Kung meron, meron. Kung wala, wala. Try it there.
Mhm.
I literally tried it there. Di ba? Like, tried it on small things first. Para walang pressure, yes. That's important.
There's also this question that you say that parang, 'di ba, kanina you were saying that parang we need to be able to quiet our mind,
Yes.
go inside us. So, and the universe tells us things.
Yeah.
So, siguro the question is, how do we really hear the universe?
Yeah, very related to B's question, di ba? And to Dar's answer
Mm-mm.
also. Like journaling, reflecting, di ba? Putting all your thoughts down will reflect back to you, di ba? What you're telling yourself or what the universe is telling you. Yun na, when you're able to quiet the mind. Yun siya.
Mm-mm.
So when you have thoughts, that's when the universe is talking to you. or when you're in a state of, iba alam mo naman alam naman natin when you're peaceful and calm, that's when the
Yes.
universe will talk to you. And that's when the universe is talking to you, when you're peaceful and calm. Hindi excited, not even, and a tip na is not even if you're happy. When you're happy and excited about something, di ba, sometimes you go do it, tapos, ay, pass or fail Minsan okay, minsan hindi. Not even when you're excited.
Correct.
It's when you're peaceful and calm. That's when the universe talks to you. I learned this lang like, really last weekend. Last weekend, my teacher taught me, alam mo, the intuition, but like when the universe talks to you, they call it intuition talks to you like this. When you have, the idea is very, very clear, but talagang you know it, tama, gagaling ito. This is what I will succeed at. Without emotion. So it's very clear na, mangyayari ito, but hindi ka happy, hindi ka sad, hindi ka angry, walang emotion. That's when intuition, that's when the universe talks to you. So sabi, that's sobrang profound.
Yes, I agree. Na parang oo no, kasi parang sometimes when you're too happy, there's an attachment.
Attachment, yes.
There's that attachment. And parang part of the manifestation journey nga is being able to trust God and trust the universe.
Yeah, it's like, I can go to a restaurant na. Ay, hindi pa pala. Then disappoint ka. Hindi. It's not removing that expectation It's like, I'll know one day.
Ganda, oo nga. Intuition when there's really just that clarity.
Without
and
the emotion.
No emotion. Yeah, without the emotion. Ganda, galing. Oo nga, ang ganda. Ito, meron tayong question from M. Coach, you were talking about feelings of being calm and at peace. If too excited, parang giggle. That's that's why not good also, yung sometimes yung giggle.
Yes, giggle is when you're excited ba? Okay ba? You're excited about something, you're joyful about something. Giggle is, di ba? Pang giggle, bakit wala pa? Bakit wala pa? Yun. That's why you feel that energy. Diba?
Correct.
Attachment. Bakit wala pa? Bakit di pa ako pwede maglabas? Or bakit wala pa yung 1 million pesos ko? Ganon. Di ba? Giggle. And it doesn't lead to that worry because because that's the giggle you planted, diba, yung attachment. Guess what? Yun din ibubunga ni universe. So you'll get more giggle.
You'll definitely get more giggle. So if you focus on being giggle about getting what you want or parang demanding that you need to get this at this point in time, parang you get more of that giggle kasi yun yung energy that you're planting
Right. And like a lot of people, but okay, I have to get this one by this time. By 30, I have to be this.
Yeah.
Kung wala pa, I'm disappointed. Hindi. The universe is more like that. Pag, you allow the universe, we'll talk about it. You allow the universe to give it to you, and when you're ready for it, it will give it to you. Walang gigil.
There's really I think one of our Bellas was sharing also here na there's really that surrender to the universe.
Yes.
Na sometimes ang hirap din, no?
Yes. That's the hardest part. When you talk about the equation for manifestation, that's the hardest part of manifestation.
Sige. Meron dito another follow-up question with us from B. Pwede bang intuition lang and no emotion at all? Siguro nahihirapan din si B, and baka some of our audience today, people listening to us, na nahihirapan i-grasp yung na how do we remove the emotion?
Yes. The emotion, intuition, emotion, you'll get there. It's step by step. But it's really knowing, iba, like, in Tagalog, alam mo naman what you're feeling. Huwag ka lang magpadala sa feeling. So, iba, they say, aware ka sa feeling, alam mo naman, excited ka Alam ka naman, sad ka. Alam mo naman, diba? You feel this way or that way, but huwag ka lang magpadala sa feeling. So, in terms of intuition, alam mo naman mangyayari, di ba? Na, universe will help me, will support me, alam mo naman Huwag ka lang magpadala sa feeling, whether you're angry, happy, or sad. Yun lang. Just be aware of the feeling. That's one way to have intuition without that emotion.
Yes, important ngayon. Huwag magpadala sa feeling. So, note it down, Bella. Note it down, Bellas, and our watchers for tonight. So,
But I'm not telling,
sorry, go
but I'm not
ahead.
telling
Sorry.
you, I'm not telling you to stop the feeling. Don't repress the feeling. That's the worst pa. Wag mo yung galit ka, talagang galit ka. You can't repress it. Sad ka. Happy, then be happy. It's okay. Don't repress the feeling. Just be aware of the feeling.
Mm-hmm. So, awareness, allow the feeling, and then, but wag magpadala sa energy for that feeling because we're trying to move into this clarity na there's no emotion because we're just following alignment with our intuition. Okay. So, another a question, I think you mentioned this, that there's a formula to manifestation. So, guys, I'm sure ito na yung inaabangan nyo for all watching us today. What is the formula to start manifesting?
Yes. And this is what we say. This is the secret or the secret to the secret or the way we presented the secret in a way na hiyang sa Filipinos.
Correct.
It's very simple. I just see things down, diba? An equation may konting math pa, diba? Number one is joyful wish. Have a joyful wish. Okay, so a joyful wish is mangarap ka, mag-wish ka ng something that makes you happy. Yun lang. It's very simple. Joyful wish.
Mm-hmm.
Second, of course, hindi lang pwedeng wish yan or pangarap lang. It's inspired action. Number two is inspired action. Okay. If your joyful wish is your passion, diba? I love this group, diba? It talks always about passion and purpose. Your joyful wish is passion. Inisip mo lang gawin, masaya ka na. Diba? Mag-isip ka lang mag-journal, mag-draw, masaya ka na. That's a joyful wish. It's passion, it's internal. Plus, inspired action, that's number two. Inspired action is like something you do. When you do it, you're happy. You feel free, happy, dami mong energy. For me, that's purpose. Inspired action. So joyful wish plus inspired action. Okay, simple. That's all you need to do. Equals, or the formula is there, equals manifestation. Okay, equals manifestation. The hardest part of this equation is really equals manifestation. Kasi yung joyful wish, madali di ba? Mag-wish ka ng something that you want. Inspired action, madali. Basta you do something, magaan, you're happy doing it, or like I'm happy talking, sharing, writing. The hardest part is manifestation. Because as Mad said a while ago, it's surrendering to the universe. Ang hirap mag-surrender to the universe, diba? It's like, universe, bibigay mo ba sa akin o hindi? Ganon level yon. That's the hardest part now. That to believe, to shift to that belief that the universe will support you, will give it to you at the right time.
Correct. But definitely, guys, joyful wish, happy ng pangarap, inspired action. Ito na yung parang magaan, diba? When you're magaan gawin yung mga bagay-bagay. And then, of course, it's not complete without the equals manifestation, which is you surrendering to the universe. Ayun.
And I think my tip for the surrendering to the universe, because I know that, for me, that was the hardest part. Kasi very mental ako, bakit wala pa? How do I surrender to the universe? Totoo ba? So if I wish naman, enjoy, di ba? I wish enjoy, yun ang plinan ko. Ginagawa ko naman yung mga action ko out of joy. I'm sure the universe will give me enjoy. So yung equals manifestation dyan, that's what we teach. We talk about allowing. Diba? You don't force the universe. Diba? Like what Dar said, you don't force the universe to give it to you. Hindi eh. You allow the universe to give it to you. Kasi like, plinant mo na, ba tinanim mo na, ginawa mo na yung action, diba? Like you watered it, you took care of it. Sure na sure the universe will give it to you. You just allow it. Kaya nga, wag kang
gigigil. Wag kang gigil. Walang gigil, guys. Merong hashtag sa group namin na Coach Wins group, hashtag walang gigil.
Yeah, or
And actually, you'll see it in the book, guys. So I hope you guys checked out this book because it's really a simple guide to getting what you want. Tama talaga yung sinasabi ni Coach Wins. It's really a simplified version kasi sometimes I think Coach Wins also mentioned it in the book that when we were children, parang ang natural lang sa atin talaga to manifest. Kaso lang, siguro yung tumanda na tayo with all the challenges, all the problems, all the societal pressure, all of these things, parang nawala rin sa atin yung that natural talent to manifest.
And like the kid, di ba? Like, and I know you use this, your M and your group use, chill, walang gigil. Oh, sige. Feel
Chill,
ninyo yun.
walang...
Feel it. And that's what I say about manifestation, but for Filipinos, yun eh. Mas bagay sa atin. Joyful wish, alam natin na kilig. O yan, the word kilig. Kilig ka lang when you wish it. Uy, kilig ako milk tea. Kahit nawala pa, di ba? Kilig ka lang. Tapos ba, inspired action, sige, meron na wala, I do what I need to do, di ba? Then allow the universe to bring it to you, chill lang, walang gigil. It works wonders. Kasi very counterintuitive, di ba? Like a lot of people tell you, sige, mag-set ka ng goal, tapos gawin mo,
tapos abangan mo, parang nakatitig ka talaga, di ba?
Stress ka to death to get your goal. Ako, I'm teaching like, yeah, you still have to do the action without the stress, but allow the universe to help you. Co-create with the universe. Another way to say it.
Yes, co-create with the universe. So when we allow the universe, we allow the universe to support us and hindi tayong demanding, hindi natin ginigigil. That's really where the magic happens or the manifestation happens. Ayan. So I hope it gave you guys a lot of tips. I'm seeing some more insights in the chat, but Coach Wins, since I mentioned the book, can you, without giving away everything, can you tell us about the book? Or the story na lang of the book, or what's your intention with this book?
Yeah. The intention is really to make it simple for people. And I think we've mentioned it through the talk. I love that you bring out, diba, the feeling. Eh. It's the secret, maybe when you read the book, the context lang, diba? The context is like, you trust your feeling. Listen to your feelings nga. Allow your feelings. Listen to what brings you joy. Okay? Yun siya. Then, listen to yourself. Listen to what you want. Like, as Dar said, bata tayo, gusto natin to, gusto natin ano. Tapos, sasabihin na magulang natin? Ay, bawal yan. Or dapat ganun ka. Dapat dito ka, dapat doon ka. Dapat doctor ka na lawyer, na CPA. Di ba?
Lahat na.
But that's not what you want. This is really simply going back to listening to yourself, finding your joyful wish. Right? It's a guide. It's a journal that will empower you, like Mission of BG Day, to see what you want. Diba? Find your joy. Kahit not small joys, not big joys. Then looking for the inspired action. Diba? And it really works with all the other like journals or books. But your action is in the book, like what Dar shared sa video. But I think the last part is really like, it will make you really aware na kung gigil ka na, kung ano ka na, because you really have to create and allow the universe to give it to you. Yun ta. It's a guidebook. It's a guidebook.
Yeah. So what I also like about the book, guys, kasi it's really explaining it in simple terms. Kasi even like we're talking about this right now, right? And we're sharing insights. You guys have questions. We're trying to answer as best as we can. But having a guidebook is something you can come back to again and again. Yes. And the other readers na who've read the book are really telling us na parang, yung first time I read this, ito yung nakuha kong takeaway. Tapos yung second time, ito na naman. So, I think the book is a great way to be able to reach you depending on where you are in your manifesting journey.
Yes.
Diba?
And even if, and I think I had feedback also by advanced readers, they said they've read Law of Attraction and everything also, and they read the book. Oh my God. It will complement all those things also. But actually make it simple for you. Bring those concepts here in the head to the heart, from the feeling, the journey of someone, Filipino who listens and is aware of their emotions.
Yeah. I think that's super important kasi parang ako din, I'm very mental. And I think I just learned about it parang the past few years na sometimes when you understand something, it's really it just ends here.
Yes.
And parang, I remember, Triple H. So, if you're wondering why sometimes you can't make things happen with your hands. So, first H, it's in your head. Gets mo na what you need to do. then you need to translate it to your hands. You're
Right.
missing another H, the second H, which is heart.
Yes.
So, kailangan yung from your head, matranslate mo to your heart before papasok siya into hands.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
very important.
I love that example there. And okay, I'll summarize it. I'll give that summary also. You're inspired, the joyful wish connects your head. Di ba? Ito gusto mo. Oh, milk tea. Itong
Yes.
flavor ng milk tea gusto mo. And your heart. When you connect your head and your heart, that's your joy. Uy, milk tea na kind of flavor.
Correct.
That's your joy. When your head and heart match. Joy. Tapos, your heart and your body, that's the
Inspired action.
inspired action. This is the passion. This is the word. Inspired. When you do when you're here, when you're connected, and when you're aligned, your head, your heart, and your hands are aligned. Sige, do na lang what you want. Then the universe will give it to you. Okay.
Correct. Nag-request pa dito ng tips si Marian. Aside from feelings, what should be avoided when manifesting?
Yeah. Actually, a big part of it is a feeling kasi it's feedback di ba? Alam mo kung you're gigil. Okay. So number one, in the joyful wish, okay, some tips for the joyful wish for something that's good for you and good for other people. Ganun lang. Because sometimes when we try to manifest, di ba, we try to something good for others but not good for ourselves. It has to be good for ourselves and good for others.
And good for others, yes.
The joyful wish. The inspired action, di ba? For the inspired action, magaan lang. Hindi pilit, hindi ano. Minsan mapapagod ka, but it's the nice kind of pagod na you sleep ka agad, restful. Kasi it's very fulfilling. Okay.
Correct.
But the last part, in terms of that feeling, that what's really to watch out for is the giggle talaga. It's the giggle.
Yeah.
And,
avoid the giggle.
The expectation and the attachment. And that one pa lang, it's really, I'd say 50%, 70% of the The other thing is, like what we say planting the seeds. Planting the seeds, avoid negative self-talk. And I think you learn this sa BGA. Don't tell yourself, uy, ang ano ko naman, ang bobo ko naman, ang ano ko naman. Don't criticize.
Correct. A lot of us really have these strong emotions or feelings on that we're not good enough, right? We're not smart enough, we're not and whatever enough, creative enough, whatever, basta yun, blank enough. So that's really one of the challenges that we have. So I hope, Marian, that helped you na it's not avoiding the feelings, it's really actually allowing the feelings, avoid it reaching the point wherein it becomes giggle or you're sort of just parang drawn by the emotion and the emotion moves you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Ayun. We have also a nice question from Leia Ang. Sabi niya, sometimes while waiting for the things you want. So ito yung, and the equation natin na equals manifestation. It makes you think that you're not doing something to get what you want. How do I shift the thoughts when that happens?
Okay, I get it. And I know where you're coming from, di ba? Like, ako din ganun ba? No, when I learned allowing, ano yan, di ba? Wala akong gagawin. Di ba?
Correct.
Okay, yeah, I understand. But I tell you, but action, we were used to action gawa, be tired, be busy, be stressed nga di ba? In order to get what you want, that's usually the old belief. When you are in peace and joy, you try it. When you're in peace and you joy, you relax, you actually can do more. And I'm sure a lot of us experienced that. Okay? And when you allow, that's actually an action. When you're resting, that's action. That's action not towards outside because we're so used to action outside. It's toward ourselves, empowering ourselves. Like the mission of BDD.
Yes.
And that's powerful. Correct. It's still action. Allowing, relaxing, not thinking about what you want or but like a client, you have to wait for a client to call you. Wala ka magawa But it's empowering yourself to be relaxed, to be peaceful. That's still action. And that's actually, I would say that's even more powerful action than what we're used to. Going out there, and go do it.
Yeah, I need more practice in that. But definitely, I agree with you, Coach Wins. Oo nga. Tama. Kailangan parang when we're waiting for clients or waiting for things to happen, parang yun nga, we focus on that internal state, the internal state, the intention inside us. Tama, tama. And it's
sometimes
not passive.
it's
Because
not passive.
it's not passive.
It's not passive. And actually, the tip nga there, but like the tip for Leia is like, sometimes nga, and I say, like, after you wish for it, ito yung joyful wish ko, sana tumagi yung client ko. After that, forget about it. Just forget about it. Kasi wala ka naman magawa. Do something else, do something that makes you joyful. Then usually it comes nga eh. Versus, di ba, bakit di pa tumawag yung client ko? Bakit di pa tumawag? Then you're not giving it the energy it needs to grow. Yeah.
Correct. Okay, kailangan ko yun i-practice. So, Coach Wins, to just remind everyone that it is possible to manifest. Can you share with us what your biggest manifestation story?
Yes.
So, para yung mga tao right now na still scared to take the first step, maybe they can be inspired by your story.
Okay. Okay. My class. Well, someone who took my class, ganun. I'm more inspired by her story. The day she took my class, she wanted barbecue. Okay. So the day she wanted barbecue. On the way home, this is before quarantine eh, she passed two barbecue places. Di siya bumili ng barbecue. But gusto lang niya ng barbecue and she really trusts that, okay, the universe will give her barbecue. O, pag uwi niya, guess what? Her brother bought her barbecue. Okay. Ganon. That's the day she attended my talk, diba? Which is like, now the book is much simpler. It used to be a 4-hour talk. You can read the book in 1 hour, then you'll get it. This lady, ganun din, 30 plus, and after 1 year, she went back to my talk. And she told me, Vince, lahat na manifest ko. She got a modeling career. So, extra money, diba?
Wow.
Modeling career. Because she lost like 20 pounds. Fitness goal, diba? Health and fitness goal. Okay. And the biggest, okay, this will inspire you. She got yung gusto daw niyang boyfriend, gusto niyang boyfriend is gusto niya Captain America. You know how Captain America looks like, di ba?
Yeah.
Gusto Captain America. Yun na yung wish niya. She manifested the boyfriend. You know how I know she manifested the boyfriend? Because she bought the boyfriend to class. So nakita namin. The pictures in my Facebook group. It's in the Facebook group. Matangkad siya with a beard. Medyo mas payat lang kay, hindi naman kasing ni Captain America. So in 1 year, the first day, she manifested barbecue. Then she manifested weight goal, relationship goal, and then career goal also. Yan.
Correct. So guys, super powerful. Tingnan mo, from manifestation, for manifesting a barbecue to manifesting your boyfriend, your life partner, diba? That's amazing. So I don't know, guys, but if I were you, please do get the book already right now. But also register to get a chance to win the book at go.bdj.studio/sign up. Ang galing good. Coach Wins. Oo nga.
And actually, pang very confident na siya. She came to class again. She said, it's like, the universe naman gives me everything I want.
Everything that I need, yeah. I really like that kasi parang with diba, when we started becoming a mom, parang as a mom, diba, there's a lot of fears na you're scared something will happen to your kids, ganyan, all of these things. Parang you become slightly fearful because the ego comes in terms of protection, diba?
Yes.
And that's the purpose of it. And one of the things I would have discussions with Sina M and even my husband was that, what do we teach our kids? Do we teach that the universe has their back, or do we teach them that the universe doesn't have their back? Diba?
Okay.
And sabi ko din sa kanya, kasi syempre there's also a balance because you have to practice safety, diba?
Yeah.
Hindi naman completely without safety harnesses. But at the same time, parang sabi ko, but no way, parang I really want them to grow up believing that the world is good.
Yes. Okay.
that the world is a beautiful place,
Yes.
that kindness exists,
Yes.
and yun, the universe has their back, and that
Yes.
they will always be supported.
Yes. And yeah, just to add to that, diba? It's really like a post I put it. There's danger naman. There are dangerous things. And as a mother, you really want to protect people, diba? But it's
Correct,
like
correct.
for my kids, your kids, like knowing that there's dangerous people and there's dangerous situations. We can guide them.
Correct.
Meron talaga. But the difference,
Mm-hmm.
don't put fear in those dangerous situations. Alam mo, you can avoid it. But the
Correct,
feeling, the
correct.
emotion is like, oh, the universe will support me naman eh. But I know may danger ah. But I don't
Yes.
put all my energy into, ay, ito mangyayari, or fear, or
Mm-mm.
danger. Ganon. Yun lang. That's the
Mm-mm.
difference. So
Correct.
now it's really like knowing your awareness on, and I think we've been knowing that there's fear, there's danger, but not putting your energy there, not putting your
Yes.
emotions there, not putting your focus there.
Oo. So guys, super important yan that we don't put energy in our fear because we don't want the fear to grow.
Ah,
Nandun lang siya. Parang it's just there. Nandun lang siya. It exists.
yes,
We're aware of it, but
yes,
let's not feed it.
yes,
Tama.
yes, exactly. Yes.
Galing. Actually, it reminded me, Coach Wins, na parang when I was going, parang I've been an entrepreneur for the past 15 years. But in the early years, siguro mga first 5 years of my being an entrepreneur, one of my friends or teachers actually parang asked me, has anybody ever cheated you in business? Okay.
Mm,
So, yun yung question niya sa akin. Tapos napaisip ako. Like, oo nga no, parang no one. Parang everyone I work with are actually
nice.
good people and they're supporting me and so on. And then, I realized nga that question, sabi niya kasi sa kanya daw, parang every other something, parang may something. So sabi
Yeah,
ko, I don't know, siguro hindi ko lang ina-expect yun. Di ba? I mean, I didn't expect na going into business that people will harm me or anything. I just
uh,
expected, okay, I'll go into business and people will support me.
yes.
So,
Uh,
never ko siya na-experience.
yeah,
Like,
yeah. That's good, diba? But you actually take all the precautions. You have the contracts, you have the
yes,
ano,
correct,
but you don't put
correct,
your energy there that someone will cheat you, diba? Oh, then you just do what
correct,
you need to
correct.
do, but you don't put energy there. Perfect. Perfect example.
I love that. Kaya naalala ko nga siya, sabi ko, oo nga no, ganon. So,
Yeah.
it's very nice na parang we put it into context
Yeah.
na hindi naman pabaya, di ba? We're still responsible. We still do what's right, the right thing, di ba?
Yeah.
That, I think that's part of the inspired action, but we just don't feed energy
Yes.
to the negative or parang any kinds of emotion that might hinder us.
Right.
So, ayun. So, I guess, why do we talk about manifestation? And one of the major reasons that we talk about manifestation is because we want to feel abundance, right?
Yes. Yes. Abundance. Yeah. And the formula we say abundance, diba? It's like having everything you want, allowing the universe to give it to you, and it's like, but that example nga, it's money or things money can buy, relationships, and health. Eh. Yeah,
Mhm.
abundance. It works. That the formula works for everything. You just have to you just have to start with something small lang. Then take that next step toward that abundance.
So, Coach Wins, ano yung definition? You mentioned some aspects of abundance. So, siguro since you mentioned feelings,
Right.
what does abundance feel like for you?
Okay. Yeah, and I was reflecting on today for the talk about abundance is like having, it's really like having everything you want and need. Or actually nga, for me, the abundance nga is like this one, and that the universe is supporting me. Diba? So whatever I
Correct.
want, I can get it. Diba? It's not having everything, or everything na ano. Hindi eh. Like the universe is supporting me and that's enough. And I was reflecting lang, like short reflection, like even in what does 2020 and even 2021 teach us, diba? Na before, ang
Correct.
dami namin expectations. I have to be like, I have to go to, let's say, this country. I have to try this food. Kung hindi, never ako happy. Ngayon, because of quarantine, we actually feel more abundant. Diba? Na, okay, ito, pwede na sa akin eh. Dito, happy na ako eh. With my family,
Yes.
eating this. That's abundance.
Mhm.
abundance na.
Correct. Abundance is really parang being able to enjoy the life you currently have, no?
Yes. Yeah. Enjoying the
Yeah.
moment. That's a great definition.
Enjoying the moment. Yeah. Kasi the journey nga, parang it's really the destination, di ba? There's that quote na, the journey, tamba. Something journey and destination, di ba?
Yes.
So,
And I put that in and I think that's something valuable. A lot of us, and that's all okay. Just so like a lot of the manifestation books talk about that, di ba? Na attraction. Gusto ko 1 million, ito. They're always focused on the destination. They're always focused on the destination.
yes.
Here, we try to focus on the journey. And what's the journey? The journey is internal, yeah. Maybe that's what came out.
Correct.
Enjoying the moment, every moment, until you reach the destination. That's the journey. That's what you need to enjoy. Like, for me, I was at the destination na I had everything. But bakit hindi ako nag-enjoy? Kaya pala. It's not the destination. It's the journey.
It's a journey.
So, yeah. Dar mentions, yeah, so well.
Ito, we have this question. If there's a single most important thing that people can do to be able to get what they want, what is that thing?
Yeah. And then, a great segue, di ba? Now, like, the focus, di ba? That's what you're saying. The focus is not on the destination, it's not on the goal, it's not getting this. It's the journey, it's enjoying it. And what I say, that's why I call it light in me, it's not looking at the outside, not looking at the goal.
Correct.
Use the goal to inspire you. Okay? But like, dream. Like, use your dream. PDJ, use your journal, mag-dream kayo. Let that dream inspire you. But what's the greatest thing to manifestation is experiencing the joy step by step. It's an internal journey. It's not getting the external thing. If that's the biggest tip I give anyone, diba? Start the journey by listening to your feelings, relaxing, listening to yourself, your intuition. Go that journey inward. Okay. And that's how that's how I started the journey. Diba? I started looking inwards because I had everything outside na wala na akong gusto eh. Dito na ako sa paloob. Experiencing that joy step by step. Looking inward. Start your journey there. That's the biggest tip. That's the biggest tip and that's the biggest shift.
Nice. Ang galing. So, everyone watching us, like, this is the first step that you guys can do. Experiencing the joy step by step. And yun nga, it starts with the barbecue. It starts with manifesting the milk tea that you're craving. Diba? So, Coach Wins, the theme kasi of BDJ this month of May is actually harnessing abundance. So, may question kami to all our guests this month of May. How do you see abundance happening in your life this 2021?
Yeah. Well, I've seen it now. I've seen it, with the book. With the books, I'm really grateful. BDJ in the team. And I think it's continuing the work. Diba, na,
yes.
Like abundance, diba, okay? As I have it, and I'm really happy with, diba, even with the things that my family is healthy, people supporting in the business, I appreciate them a lot. But I see the abundance to be shared. And that's how I think it will happen in my life. Now continue to share the abundance that I have. So that's my for 2021. So thank you for this opportunity, diba, to share this message with their group.
Thank you also. Before I go also, I want to acknowledge, guys, you see the background of Coach Wins. Those are the beautiful artworks by Elaine. Kwentong papel. So those are paper cutouts. And we super love her work. And she was the one who created the artworks in the book. Kasi sobrang ganda talaga. We're so in love with it. So, thank you, Elaine. So, guys, ayan, madami tayong...
I wish you could see this. Yung actual is so nice, so inspiring.
Sobrang, guys, there's the positive energy that you'll get in this book is really a lot with the creativity, the manifesting, the insights, the thoughts, and we hope we share this. I love your parang how you want abundance to appear in 2021, Coach Wins, na the abundance that to be shared.
Yes.
for 2021. So guys, ito talaga, this is part of the sharing. This is part of being able to bring it in your life and share it with your family and friends. Tama
And
Coach Win. Alam mo yung isang problem ko, na-realize ko, I have a limiting belief na you
mhm,
cannot have any excess kasi pag excess, selfish ka. So, that's one of the things na that's why parang palagi, sakto lang. Parang when I manifest, sakto-sakto lang. Na, bakit sakto? Tapos parang, yun pala, I have that belief na parang, okay, na, no, I deserve the excesses because I know I can share this abundance to others.
yes, sharing it to others. And maybe just no, like if you don't have the abundance, it's really okay. Another way to see it in 2030 and 2030 was preparing for the abundance. Reflecting,
Preparing
going
for the
forward, and
abundance.
preparing for the abundance. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Chill, walang gigil as we prepare for abundance, guys. Oo, tama, tama. Sige. I will really, kailangan ko talaga i-absorb. So, very grateful, Coach Wins, for this talk tonight, for this sharing. This is a wonderful conversation. Thank you for joining us tonight. And thank you, Bellas, for everyone watching us. And please do share this live to your family and friends because I'm 100% confident this will help them get out from maybe seeing all their fears and uncertainties in their life right now. And maybe just watching this video will be able to help them manifest a bit of joy in their life. Step by step, diba? Experiencing joy step by step. So don't forget, our next episode for Game Plan is on the first Wednesday of every month. So the next one will be on June 2. But next Wednesday, you will still see me with Live Boldly and Erica with our learning series with Revlon. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, Coach Wins.
Thank
Thank
you, thank
you.
you, thank you.